The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and it's time to get high. Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network.
Happy 4/20/17, y'all.
Love you, brother. Awesome, dude. That was a good hit.
What's good, Brother Ron? Good morning, good morning. This is my baby, Terrapin. You know that Grateful Dead song, Terrapin Station. Here we go, baby. Much love.
Happy 420, Newfoundland. Light him if you got him.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show, and we're here to get high.
Hey Ryan, how's it going for the morning rise and shine? This is burnt Camda in the bag, and here we go. There you go. Peace.
Good morning, all. Winnie the Rottweiler and the Frog Father GJL enjoying his bong. Oh, that was a good one. Peace, everyone. Take care.
Cheers, everybody. Cannabis Corner.
Cheers.
Rise and shine, it's marijuana time. Your morning wake and bake show here on NOK Network. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone, to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time, your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. And I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, and we're going to have some fun this morning smoking with our like-minded friends. So welcome, everyone. We're at episode 235 for this Sunday, June the 29th, 2025. If it was January, it'd be January 29th. That's my mom's birthday. But no, it is June 29th, 2025, the second last day of June. So time's flying by. We got a few people in the house here. We got Frog Father tuning in from YouTube saying, good morning, Ron. And it is currently 15 degrees in the Mac. And we have Frosty here saying, huzzah, fuckers. Where's my joint tip? Where's my joint tip? Must be upstairs. Must be upstairs. I thought I left it in the van. I didn't see it up there. Maybe I left it in my pants pocket from yesterday. We'll have to look for it later. Anyways, Frosty smoking on some burnt chem dog, I guess. Damon Knoll string. Was it Damon Knoll? I think it was Damon Knoll that had the amnesia toast. I've grown that before. That was nice. That was nice. That was a gorgeous plant. Beautiful tasting, beautiful looking plant. I had it growing outside. It was this gorgeous, gorgeous globe plant. I'm gonna have to go get it. Which, the burnt chem dog? 16 degrees where Frosty is in Newfoundland. So we're talking about the weather. Why don't we do the weather now? We'll start the weather. No, man, it's in your intro. Okay. In the intro. Okay. I get it. So anyways, we might as well do the weather. But not before this. We'll be right back, folks, with your morning weather report here on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. It's now time for your morning weather report on Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time. And welcome back, everyone. We got the morning weather up on the big screen here today. So Frosty was saying 16 degrees where he is, which is around 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And Frog Father says 15 degrees, which is close enough. And we're sitting here in Northern Ontario at 12 degrees. It's a little bit cooler than both of those guys here. But going up to a high of 26. My wife's actually outside. She's outside right now harvesting some lettuce, a few other things, checking out in the gardens, right? Getting out there before it gets too hot. And so by 11, you'll see here, just pure sun, 24 degrees, feeling like 28. And we're almost at our high. Our high is 26. We'll hit our high probably around, 1 p.m. Now look at that. Going to be mostly just pure sun. A little bit of clouds sneaking in the evening just before sunset. And it looks like we got a little bit of rain on the way later in the evening, around 11, through the night and into tomorrow morning. Temps dipping down to about 18 degrees Celsius. And for anyone watching, we're going to come back full screen for a moment because it is 7:10. That's what that alarm was for. So what is everyone smoking on this morning? I know Frosty's not smoking on burnt chem dog, but I'm smoking on some platinum cookies. So cheers, everyone. Happy 7:10. Light them up if you got them. And if you don't got them, well, this bud's for you. Cheers. All righty then. There we go. I guess that's 7:10 out of the way. And we'll come back to the weather. So here's the temps in Fahrenheit. So let's go up to the current 57 degrees Fahrenheit, or 14 degrees. It just went a degree cooler. 57, and here's going up to 79 for the American folks watching. Going up to 79 degrees today, and then at nighttime we're going to drop down to 64 and head on back up for tomorrow. But moving over to the 14-day forecast. Here, let's get back into the Celsius so I can actually read it. There we go. Okay, here, this gives us the details here. This gives us all the deets. And good morning, Aaron. Huzzah. Good morning, good morning. And Aaron says, after the show yesterday, I got feeling unwell. Oh, geez. Slept from 11 till 8 this morning. Crazy. Wow, dude. You slept from 11 a.m. until 8 this morning? Like almost 24 hours sleep? Jeez. Your body must have really needed it. Thanks for tagging people, Aaron. Appreciate it. We're going to get some winds today. Look at this. 19 Monday. No, that's Monday. Monday. Winds 19 kilometers an hour out of the south. And gusting up to 46 kilometers. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, almost 24 hours sleep. That is crazy. I hope you're feeling a bit better this morning. I wonder if it's all related to that recent CVI flare-up you had the other day. I don't know. I hope you get things figured out soon, dude, because that's not fun being sick, eh? But anyways, let's get on with the weather. So tomorrow's going to be a hot one. 29, feeling like 37. And it says a low risk of an isolated thunderstorm early morning, then partly sunny. Low risk of a strong thunderstorm late afternoon, windy and muggy. So we're going to have the AC on this morning, or tomorrow rather. I don't know about today. Let's see what the weather was today. I looked at it, but I can't remember. 26 going up. I'll probably have the AC on today. At least I'm well this morning, right? Right. Let's see, hourly. 26 degrees. Yeah, so we'll probably have the AC on today for sure. We'll have the AC on today. But get a few days no rain after Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, no rain. And then Saturday evening we start getting rain. Rain Sunday, Monday. See again. A couple days rain, a few days sun, a couple days rain, a few days sun. And so far, well, they initially had rain for Thursday, July the 10th, which is when campers can start arriving at the 710 Stoner Games event to get set up. So that's looking good. 25 degrees for that day for me leaving. But then again, Kim's weather can be different than mine. Maybe I should be looking at Englehart. We'll do that. We'll flip over to Englehart in a minute when we're done my weather. But the Saturday for the event, look at that rain. So I hope they're wrong. I hope they're wrong. Now, do they give the... Yes, they do give the... It's still 2 weeks out. So, still just under 2 weeks out. So, where am I looking for? Hourly, 7 day. Oh, right here at the bottom of it. There's the Saturday. 60% chance. So let's hope that changes, eh? Like I said, that's today's what? Today's Sunday, right? What is today? Yeah, today's... What is today? Yeah, today's Sunday. Sunday, June 29th. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Wayne. Maybe plan ahead and prep for the rain just in case. Oh, yeah, Kim's got it all under control. It's rained before at the event. Not during the day while we've had the games. Good morning, Wayne. Yeah, I'm sorry about the bad news you got yesterday. If you don't want to share it, that's fine. I won't. I'll respect you, but my thoughts and prayers go off to you guys. Wayne's fine. Everything's, well, not everything's fine, but everyone's they'll be okay. But anyways, good morning, Wayne. Great to have you here. So yeah, I hope the weather changes. So anyways, let's go to let's check Englehart. Because that's where the event is happening. Oh, 7. Oh, there we go. So you see right now, Kim's got 12 degrees and fog. Hope you're doing good, Wayne, buddy. Good morning, Wayne, right? Morning, Aaron. Morning, Ron. That's 1 minute to 4:20 for the West Coast. Sad about the pup Beans, aka Rufus, right? It's never easy losing one of our fur babies, eh? Anyways, like I said, Wayne, seriously, my thoughts and prayers are with you guys. I know it's not easy. But sending you the good energy and positive vibes, right? So let's see what Englehart has for the weather for the games. There's 4:20. We'll come right back to the weather in just a moment, folks, because it is 4:20 for the West Coast. So happy 4:20, Westies. Light them up if you got them. Cheers. experiences. Before I adopted my 2 cats from my grandmother, we had a traumatic pet loss, as well as a feeling of Wayne, right? Well, that's the thing to hold on to, eh, Wayne? It was sudden. He didn't suffer any. That's the only good thing about it, right? Hold on to that. At least you know that, right? And just remember all the good times you had with him, eh? Jeez. He was chasing pussy, the cat won. We had a cat. This cat was like a dog. She was just like a dog. And I don't like cats. I don't like cats because they get into things they can't. They can chew things up. They can destroy your furniture, chew all your wires. Even if they're outdoor cats, they'll go berserk. We got is it Zero tuning in from YouTube. Good morning. And this cat, man, like, she was an outdoor cat. Well, she was indoor, but she loved spending her times outdoors. She would go off traipsing out in the field, out in the bush, and that, and she'd be out there all day. And she'd sometimes come around the house during the day, maybe want to come in a little bit, but then spend most of her time outside, right? She's fairly road smart. She'd lay on the road. I don't know why. I guess it didn't matter if it was asphalt road or dirt road. She just loved laying out on the road, just sprawled out. And we got her when she was like really young. Like, I think it was like 16 weeks old. It was a rescue kitten at a pet store. I know it was a little bit older, I think. But yeah, it was about 16 weeks, I think, when we got her. Maybe a little younger. And we had her for, let's see, 2000. We got her into this. Well, we didn't have her as long as I thought. We only had her for about 7, 8 years. That's still long enough, though. But I'd whistle at night when we were going to bed, or later at night, whatever. I'd open the front door. Her name was Precious, but one of her kids, they called her Cat. They just said it was because it was a cat, right? And they said Cat. Well, that became her name, Cat. So I'd call her out, call her name, Cat, come on in, and I'd whistle like that or whatever, like a specific whistle. I'd wait a few minutes. I'd whistle one more time, and there'd she come, just walking back to the house, coming in, right? And but then this one day we'd been out. Like I said, she was road smart, right? For the most part. Well, I don't know how road smart you could be when you decide to take a nap on the road, but she did. And she always, whenever her car would be coming up, she'd move. I guess this one time she didn't. We had been out, so I didn't see what happened. I can only imagine there was just 2 cars coming from one side to the other, like each way, and she got caught up in the middle. That's the only thing I can really think of, because yeah. So I feel you, Wayne, but here I am still remembering those happy moments with her, right? And that she hasn't been with us since like 2007, 2008, something like that. We live on a main road, so I have to remember shit like this will happen, right? That's the other thing too. Is as much as we don't want things to happen, the dangers are present there, right? Because of, unless you decide to move, you can't eliminate that, right? So you do have to consider that shit happens, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily lessen the hurt, right? And that empty spot. I got a bit more darkness than I what? Oh, my hours in the grow tent got messed up yesterday as well from my nearly 24-hour sleep, right? Got a bit more darkness than, I guess, than it's lights, I guess. Everything you literally said is what I hear that dogs do, right? Exactly. This cat was just like a dog, and she'd come on and she'd want you to, like, she'd nudge your head, like nudge your hand. I know lots of cats will do that, nudge you because they want you, but she would do it. If you had your hand on her and you'd stop, she'd like, come on, like, continue, like. Freya does the same thing. Wayne says the mother cat here goes out to the side of the road, looks up and down the road, and then crosses the road when there are no cars coming. Right? I think some cats are spatially aware of the cars. Like they obviously don't know it's a car, but they sense that it's something that they need to avoid. I don't know. I just seen behavior in my own cat that, like, she was aware that the cars were there. Like, and she'd move, like, not like last second. Like, she'd move as soon as, like, if the car was, like, could be several hundred meters down the road, because we lived where we were when she was hit, was it wasn't a main road, but it was one of the main back roads that people used to go between two towns. And we were right near an intersection too of where one of the north-south roads went. So it was a popular spot in the back roads to cut through. So there's a fair amount of traffic, including truck traffic and such. Because instead of having to go, if someone is trying to go from here to here, why would you go here, all the way here, and then come back down when you can take the back roads across? Because up where we lived, everything was like, it was actually fairly well laid out. All the roads were grids, like most roads, but there was also, like, the main road, like Woodbine Avenue, and there's a big bend that turns into another road. But you can bypass all that. If you don't need to go way up there, you can bypass all that and just go through the back roads. Well, that's why there's quite a bit of traffic going back and forth in front of our place. In fact, our place was so dusty. I don't think we had dirt road. I think it wasn't dirt road. It was like chip and tar. But our house was so dusty because of all the traffic driving by, and farm fields too. But with traffic, it just, Anyways, I digress. It's 7:30, folks. But the weather for the games, let's finish off with this before we go to break. And I think the music's just about done here. We'll let that run through. We'll go to break shortly after that. But we got the weather coming up. So July 10th, 24 degrees for Englehart, no rain. Here, you know what? We'll go down here because it gives me the percentages. The probability of precipitation. There's Thursday, 24 degrees, feeling like 28. 10% probability of precipitation. The Friday, 60%, 23 degrees, mainly sunny with a low chance of a shower, feeling like 26. Here's game day, 23 degrees, feels like 26, a mix of sun and cloud, 20% probability of precipitation, fairly low winds, 5 kilometers out of the northeast, gusting up to 8. So that 26 that will feel warm. That will feel warm with no winds. But Friday night, cloudy with scattered showers, 60%, 94% humidity. So let's hope that changes, right? Rainy all day here. Right. So the weather we're looking at here is Englehart, Ontario, which is where the 710 Stoner Games is held, up at Kim's Farm, Kist Acres, about 3 hours north from here. In fact, let's we'll go to break in just a second. We don't have to rush out here. It's Sunday. I guess that's going to make its way to Newfoundland eventually. Eventually, right? Aaron's saying we're going to hit 20 degrees today. It's a miracle. Pretty sunny out too. 24 kilometer per hour winds. Should keep the flies away, right? So I like it when we get a bit of wind, because it does help keep the flies away. The flies are still around, but the chances of landing on you lower quite a bit. And that's the other thing, talking about that. If any of you have like a pest issue that they get on the leaves or whatever, one thing that will help is, in addition to other pest management methods you may have, part of your arsenal is a fan. A fan. Blast your plants with fans. Now, be careful that the plants don't get windburn, but I think a little bit of windburn is probably going to be a little bit better than getting eaten by bugs, right? And we all hope that pest problems don't happen, but the reality is they do from time to time. So it's always good to be prepared, right? So that's just a little tip. Blast your plants with a fan. And again, just be careful you're not sucking the plants up in the back of the fan, or the fan's not too close to the plants. But you got fans in there in your grow tents anyway, right? But sometimes you might just need to put like an extra fan in at a certain point or redirect your fans to kind of hit the plants more. And that will help knock down some of the bug stuff, because they won't be wanting to land on the leaves, right? The little black flies eat me alive when I'm cutting the grass. Or the black flies. Why did I say the little black flies? Yeah, black flies, right? The black flies, they're crazy, man. My wife gets just gnawed on by them. Like, she'll come in and she'll have this is even with bug spray, all spots all over, and not getting all bitten, and she reacts to them too. She'll swell out. So we got to be careful. So she's got to be careful of the amount of time she spends out. Once they start biting a bit more, no matter what she's got to get done, she's usually got to get inside. So anyways, what I was gonna do, Google Maps. We'll do the map from my place to Kim's farm. Directions. Oh, I don't have this set as home. Okay, there we go. And so 3 hours and 8 minutes, 288 kilometers. So here's where I live. This takes me right out to the highway right here. This is North-South Highway, Highway 11. That's 53 kilometers just there from my house to the highway. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I just dragged something on the map. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, geez. Oh, I fucked that up. I dragged that out. How do I get rid of that? I guess I got to redo. Jeez. Supposed to be going to break. There we go. Yeah, 3 hours and 8 minutes. 288 kilometers. Gotta go all the way up here. My son and his wife, they live they live right here, Ruin, Noranda. Ruin, Noranda. That's where they live. They live in Quebec. So there's where the games are happening out there. So let's just see how far Ruin Noranda is. I think it's about an hour from Kim's place. Just over an hour. Hour and 26. Hour and 26 minutes. So we haven't been up to see my son in a while. They came down here actually just a little bit ago. We were supposed to go up sometime this month, but because they ended up coming down, we ended up not. Actually, we were supposed to go up before too. Hopefully, we make it up there sometime this summer. That'd be nice. Oh, I missed comments here. Okay, hold on. I wear a long sleeve shirt, but they still go after my neck and face. I just go out like this. I used to wear a bug shirt years ago when we lived up here, but the bug shirt just bugs me. I usually get my hat out and I'll just like swat around. Probably people driving by probably laugh at me, right? Because I'm like like this or whatever. Like, get away from me. Well, Marystown is 86 to 90 kilometers an hour away from me, right? Wayne says, my wife likes black flies. She drinks some. right? The black fly drink. From my house, that's halfway to St. John's, right? Over 3 hours away. All right, so we're going to go to break, folks. 7:40 here. We got 20 to 8. So let's bring up the other cam. We'll have a quick toke first. And cheers. So we're going to go to break, folks. When we get back, we'll be back in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. When we get back, we'll have another music set on. And let's get that switched over right now. There we go. It's all ready to go. And we'll have a bit of a chill and chat. we've kind of already been doing that already, but we'll be back right after these short messages. So don't go away, folks. Cheers.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Start vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at NOKNetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. It's marijuana time, your morning wake and bake show right here on NOK Network. And again, I'm your joint host, Ron McNabb, and we've been having a great time here this morning, smoking with our like-minded friends. You know what? I did want my joint case because I have joints in there I want to smoke. So I guess I'm just going to have to pack one up because I want to have a joint this morning. But anyways, yes, we are at episode 235 on this Sunday, June the 29th, 2025. Aaron saying, I wonder if it's the Biscotti Platinum Kush and the Burnt Chem Dog mix yesterday that made you sleep 24 hours. And Wayne saying, possible. I guess it is possible. Some strains can just, I don't know, might just be the perfect mix or whatever, right? Then Aaron saying he's getting his leg dressing changed today. Yeah, so I know, dude, I hope it's not the issue because I know you don't like going back over to the ER. Hospitals are not a nice place to be. Hospitals are actually, if you're looking to get sick, go to a hospital. Hospitals are cesspools for illnesses. The number of times my dad went in the hospital over the years and came out with pneumonia was ridiculous. Yeah, obviously for several reasons you want to avoid the hospital, right? Who likes going to the hospital anyway? Usually it involves a lot of waiting as well. Right? Aaron slept from 11 a.m. to 8 a.m. this morning. And that's what I said. It might also just be you might have just needed to sleep, right? We got our great brother Kenny G in the house. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, sexy Canada fans. Great. Grateful feeling for this, feeling the sun, so medicine, right? Got up around 7:25. I saw the first number on the clock as 4. My wife got up just before 5. I was awake. You lost your stick for your U-bungs. Well, that sucks, dude. Well, I guess I'm going to have to mail you out one. I'll have to mail you out one. I got 2s. I'll mail you one. Send me your address. I'll send you one out. Maybe with a couple of other little things. I don't have much other stuff. I do have some stuff. But I'll definitely send that out. I might even send a pack of these to you as well. Oh, Jesus. Why? My loop was on when I did this. I don't know why. I swear the phone's possessed. Aaron says, yeah, I feel good this morning. Yeah, no doubt, dude. Almost 24 hours sleep. I'd feel pretty good, too. Good morning, Buttercup. Long time. I got a joint here right now. We're going to light this up. I can't say fire in the hole or fire in the bowl. Looks like a piece of dynamite stick, eh? There, we'll light the dynamite stick. My leg is itchy as hell, but that's about it, right? I got one, Wayne, come to my house, Stargate it, right? I wish, man, I wish. Speaking of mail, I got your letter going out tomorrow. Awesome. Look forward to getting it. Does that mean I gotta make a mail time animation clip when I get mail? Who remembers the cartoon? The kids show. Not cartoon. Well, they had cartoon character. Okay, the kids show. Blue's Clues. Steve and Blue, his dog. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Light the wick of your joint. I just did. Right? The joint is a fuse light. Light the fuse fire in the hole. Lighters up, flames go down. Nobody smokes alone in corner town. Right? I just put your address right on. Oh, you put it public in the comments anyway. All right. You didn't have to put it in the comments. I could have just taken PM, but we'll write it down here right now. Oh, we know what your address is anyway. You had me bring up your house online the other day. Because I don't need two. I have the one. I'm not going to lose it because it stays in my box here all the time. In fact, I'll put both in the box here right now. But the U-bung stick. There we go. And the other one, the spare one, I have right in the back of the drawer with all other things that are similar shaped, long, slender items. Joint tube, tube, another one. Smoking papers. $33 leaves plus 33 unbleached filter tips. We'll probably throw a pack of those in. I don't use that shit. I get lots of different rolling papers. Again, I love this pack. But they're the small ones. They're not 1 1/4. But I have been using them. But again, I love the pack on them though. Magnetic. There. And then it's probably somewhere buried under there. See? That's awesome. You got mail. Hey, well, you got mail. I do that all the time when I go into my post office. Because I'll ask the mail lady, I say, any mail for me today? Or has the mail been yet? But I can see my pigeonhole from my mail. I know what box of mine on the wall is behind her. So I'll look, and if I see something in the box, I'll say, I've got mail. And we both have a bit of a chuckle. You're welcome, Wayne. Hey, when you get mail, you should do the Blues Clues mail song, Mail Time, Mail, right? That's what I was singing. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Blues Clues. Blues Clues. I'm not shy. Everyone can have it, right? Talk about the address. Right? Because if they want to send you stuff, hey, go on. Mail me whatever you got. Been a while since I heard Frost say lighters up, flames go down. Nobody's folks alone in Corner Town, right? It's been a while. Right, Wade? If ever I could get everyone to send me $1, I'd be rich. That reminds me of that Bare Naked Ladies song. If I had $1 million, I'd be rich. Aaron says, I've had smoking papers. I don't know if I've tried them. I might have more packs around here somewhere too. Like I say, I get packs of rolling papers from all the time, different places, giveaways or whatever, right? And I don't. Sometimes I'll try it, a different brand, just to try it. But if I've got multiple packs of them, I'll try it. And if I don't like them, then not saying that they're bad. It's just everyone's got their own personal preference on papers, right? I personally really like these cones. I'm not trying to promote the store or anything. I don't get paid to say anything. This is just me as a weed smoker. They meet my needs. And the price, I can't beat it. $2.46 for a pack of 6. Let's see what it costs for raw cones. Now, I know you can get like bulk packs and stuff like that, which will drive the price down. I'm just looking at single pack, like packs, like just a small pack to compare pack per pack, right? Let's see. 6-pack raw cones. And these are pre-formed too. Having trouble. It pulls up everything. Okay, raw classic pre-roll cone 6-piece. This is US. It's Amazon.com. Okay, Rock Homes, 1 1/4 pack of 6-1 BC Smoke Shop. This says $2.99 Canadian, was $3.49. But I've seen them. What I generally see them priced at around here is around $5.99. $5.99 for a pack of 6. And I don't like raw. These I don't mind. And again, I'm not promoting the company or anything. Just found a product I enjoy. The store that had them is out of business now, sadly, right? Smoking papers, I guess. It's very, very strange. Eating very good. Nice. Nice. You got mail. Mail time. Mail time. Here it is. Mail time never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. Here it is. Never fails mail. Yeah, you can definitely tell your boy watched some. Blue Clues, right? Right, very good band. And did you know? Back in, I don't know, can't remember what year it was. Here, let me look it up. The mayor of, Toronto used to be broken up. It wasn't just the city of Toronto. There's city of North York, city of Scarborough, city of, city of York, city of Etobicoke. They each had their own city halls. They each had their own mayors. Toronto proper was Metropolitan Toronto, which was basically the downtown core, and to the extreme ends of the downtown core, they had their own police forces, and it was Metropolitan Toronto Police. That was then it just became Toronto Police. They amalgamated the city, and they got rid of all the duplication of the mayors and city councils and all that. Made it one big, huge city. And this was the amalgamation of Toronto happened. Toronto amalgamation. Okay, the most recent. Okay, the amalgamation of Toronto was the creation of the city. Now, this is just from Wikipedia, but was creation of city limits of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, after amalgamating, annexing, and merging with surrounding municipalities since the 18th century. So it's been happening for years. As with many places, right? They just take on more and more of the surrounding areas. The most recent occurrence of amalgamation was in 1998, so not all that long ago. I have a child. My oldest was born in 96. And that dissolved the Federation of Metropolitan Toronto and its constituent municipalities and created the current mega city of Toronto. So that was 1998 when that happened. So I remember that happening. Now, getting back to the Bare Naked Ladies. Bare Naked Ladies. Toronto band. Okay. Yes. Okay, this is the AI overview, but I hate looking at the AI overviews. That's audio. Okay, this is just good. This will most likely be correct. And if it's off by a year or two, I don't care. It just goes, it's not the point I'm making, not the year or anything. But the Bare Naked Ladies were banned from performing at Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto for a New Year's Eve show. Nathan Phillips Square, I think it's like an outdoor, it's where gatherings happen and stuff like that, right? But they were banned from performing at the Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto for a New Year's Eve show in 1991 due to their name being deemed inappropriate and potentially offensive. The city initially viewed the name as objectifying women. While they were initially banned, the band's popularity grew due to the controversy, and they were later given a key to the city in 2000 as a gesture of reconciliation. And yes, that is all correct. The city made it up to the more detailed explanation of the band. In 1991, the Bare Naked Ladies were scheduled to perform at a New Year's Eve show at Nathan Phillips Square, but a city staffer removed them from the lineup due to concerns about the band's name. Jeez. The band's response: while some members of the band appreciated the gesture, years later in 2000, the city offered the band a key to the city to acknowledge the mistake and make amends for the band. And here's the band's response. While some members of the band appreciated the gesture, lead singer Stephen Page refused the key, viewing it as a symbolic gesture related to the upcoming election campaign, according to the Toronto Star. And there's a link for the I could have been sharing the page, but there is a link in there too for their citing their source on that. But interesting with all that, right? So yeah, they are a great band. I love their music. I love their just. I think Stephen Page eventually went solo. Stephen. Oh, jeez, I can't spell. Yeah, I think he went solo. Yeah, Stephen Page will pursue solo projects, including theatrical opportunities, while the band enters the studio in April 2009. And did Stephen Page. Yeah, Stephen embarked on a solo career after leaving the Canadian band Bare Naked Ladies in February 2009. He officially left the group on February 24th, 2009 to pursue solo projects and other opportunities, including theater work. Interesting. I knew he was. I knew he went solo, but I didn't know the theater stuff. I certainly see that in him. I know I'm behind in the comments. I'm about 10 minutes behind in the comments. Worst papers I've had is waterproof zigzag. I don't like zigzag at all. Do not like. Although I haven't tried some of their new ones. I know they've got some newer ones out. I've not tried those. I'm getting to the point about setting up a GoFundMe page. Stuff doesn't get better here soon, right? It's a shame that it gets to that, but hey, I hear you, dude. I'm almost there myself. Or at least I think I am sometimes. It's tough, dude. Like you say too. If you didn't have any bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. I feel that like that sometimes. Still try to find something to be grateful for, though. The most magical thing, gentlemen, is waking up in the morning to good puppy kisses and their education they give us to improve it, right? Longest time I went without a car since I started driving, right? I went with a month without one, but I had not access to a vehicle for me to drive, but access if I needed to ride out somewhere, I had a ride. But that's not the same as having your own wheels and be able to just grab the keys, your wallet, just off you go, right? I hope things turn around soon for you, bud. Yeah, right, Aaron? Aaron hasn't had a car since 2021. We got it 3 weeks before the fire, the house fire. Oh, the house fire destroyed the car? Jeez. That sucks, dude. Right? We're currently saving money monthly for car fund. How do you do that, right? Guess it's time to roll a joint. It's always time to roll a joint. What is that I say? It's always weed o'clock in my house. And our great brother Kenny says, "Have everyone have a good day. Keep the sun shining. If your sun's not shining, you know it's shining through the gray. So keep it moving, keep lifted." Right? All right, great brother. You have a great day. When we lost that new car within 3 weeks of having it, it was so devastating. We were afraid to reinvest. Right? You said you were saving money, wondering how to do that, right, Wayne? Seems like there's always something. I always put some of our extra money. Extra money? What's that? Aside, sometimes $20, sometimes $100. Depends on how we are during the month. How I'm doing during the month most months is like, how many more weeks is it to the end of the month? While I'm looking in the fridge. How far along is the stuff in the garden? Oh, we got some lettuce ready. Okay, good. We can, great. Our gardens, we don't grow them just for fun. We grow them because we rely on them. But Aaron says, yeah, we don't drink or smoke cigarettes, don't buy weed, so we save money, right? Well, if I smoked cigarettes and if I drank, there'd be something else not getting paid. There'd be bills not getting paid unless I were to quit. I think it's crazy. I understand if if you want to go there, the addiction side of it, the addictive properties and stuff of alcohol and cigarettes. But the amount of money that people pour into that, and if you smoke and drink, it's like, holy shit. Some people pay like man, it blows my mind. Extra money, that's rare, right? Sometimes sometimes I will have extra money, but that extra money gets eaten up by something else that came up. That takes priority. You usually don't have enough money, right? Not having any habits to pay for sure helps, right? I wouldn't say your weed's free, Aaron, because you are paying for all your nutrients. Now, over the cost of that, what you pay all over for the year, your cost is probably pretty low compared to if you were to go out and buy the weed. But there still is a cost. You're not going and buying weed, but you're buying stuff to grow the weed. You got the cost of the hydro. And any other supplies you got to get. Right? Well, besides the cost of nutrients. My biggest habit is my wife. But no, I hear you, Aaron. I hear you. There is a cost, but it is significantly lower than if someone were to be going out and buying weed. Wayne says, I have a question for you guys. Do you ever sit back and wonder why they didn't stay single? I don't know. Not really, I guess. Exactly. I remember back to when I was single, and it was definitely lonely. There was some good moments, but definitely a lot of lonely moments, which when I look back at, weren't too comfortable. I don't think I wonder anymore, right? Look at some of my single friends that don't do it, right? So it's 27 a month. See, that's not bad. It's like a cheap ounce a month. Cheap ounce on the res a month, right? Newts for my hydro cost me over $100 a jug. Right? I think what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here now. This song's just about over. We'll go to the theme song. Probably going to get cut in the grass today. Grass out by the highway was done the other day. The grass over in front of the house by the cannabis garden, all that's got to be done. It you look out there and it needs to be cut. Oh, excuse me. It needs to be cut. You can tell. So I think I'll do that. I don't think I need to do any weed whacking. I'll take a look and see. But there was some weed whacking done, but I don't really want to do the weed whacking. But if I do, I should do it before I cut any grass. That way, any of the grass that I cut with the weed whacker, it will get chewed up by the mower and or the tractor. microglobulins all together makes it cheaper, right? Pure blend, Pro Newts, gallon jugs. The additives are the most costly, right? I did what I wanted until being licensed at 19, then started family, right? See, I got married, my wife and I got together in 95. We were married the same year. So I was almost 23. So 93 might be 20, 93, 94, 95. Yeah, I was almost 23 in 96. Right? Like, yeah, I knew what you meant. Licensed tradesman, right? And so I was almost 23 when my wife and I got together and we were married. Almost 24 when we had our first kid. We were the second one in 99, and the last two were in 03 and 01. And fast forward 30 years later, the only thing I can say is I'm looking forward to the next 30. I don't know. I guess my wife and I are just, in many cases, we're still like newlyweds. So, I don't know. Aaron says I was with my woman since she was 26 years old. 10 years now, right? I just moved into this house when you guys got together. Poor Oliver just came in. He is a gray fluffy cat and he's soaking wet. Not so fluffy. I'm just imagining like a cartoon cat coming in all sopping wet and just hair dripping down, right? Wow, 33 years, Wayne, right? So going back to your initial question, I couldn't really imagine being single. But that's me, right? So yeah, today I'll probably be cutting the grass. I know my wife and I, we're gonna put, yep, that's Oliver, right? Me describing the cartoon cat. Wow, I was 3 years old. 3 years old when we got married. So anyways, it is 8:24, almost 8:25 here. So like I said, I'm going to be cutting the grass today, get that finished off. My wife wants to, I think she's already been outside working in the gardens, harvesting some lettuce and some other stuff. But we have a few paths that are getting overrun with some grass. So I'm thinking we're going to lay some landscape fabric down on there. We'd have some metal pegs, metal wire peg things to hold it down. So we'll probably lay some of that down, get that looked after, so we no longer have to worry about the grass growing up through on the path. Because it doesn't even need to be dirt in the path. It'll help us to keep our shoes cleaner when we're walking through the gardens. So that's probably what we're going to do, is probably end up doing all the paths with landscape fabric. Probably have to get more. I don't know if we have enough of it to do it all this year. But for today, we'll probably do at least the one row, maybe two. I don't have enough pegs, landscape fabric staples, to to hold them all down. So we may have to use a little bit from rocks, or I don't really want to use rocks or wood or anything, because it becomes a tripping hazard. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I can even just put a little bit of dirt over top on the edges to help hold it in. But we'll see when we get out there. And Frog Father says, "Good day, Ron. Have a safe one with the missus." All right, thank you. And you have a great day too. Stay amazing, stay blazing. And Wayne says, "I have to get a power saw. I have a few bigger trees to get rid of." Right? We got a few dead trees around on here. Well, I can't do much with them. Well, they're not, one is dead. One's out by the hydro lines, so I can't do anything. My landlord won't do anything with it because it's by the hydro. I'm just waiting for the day the hydro comes along and marks it off. They come by all the time and mark trees along the bottoms of under the hydro lines, and anything that needs to be taken down or cut or whatever, they mark the trees. So I'm just waiting for the day soon that they'll come by, mark an orange X on the tree. And it's a pine tree that's like dead. There's one up on the side growing out, and it's dead. And it's got to come down, but it's not bothersome. It's just over by our compost bin. So it's just, aside from the appearance, doesn't really matter. And then the big basswood that's out the corner of the house here, that's got a big section. One piece already fell down in a storm. The inner was all punky. Hey, good morning, Mikey. Good morning. We're just on our way out the door. I'm just finishing up the last few words here. And Aaron saying good morning to Mikey, I guess. And so anyways, yeah, so that big basswood, there's a section on one of the big centerpieces that's starting to die off. And if that tree comes down, it probably will take out my shed. But the landlord has no interest in taking it down right now. So I can't do anything about it, except just cross my fingers. And yeah. So anyways, it doesn't look like it's going to come down anytime soon. And it is possible that it might miss the shed as well. Hydro lines won't cut a whole tree. They just cut the tops off because they say if they cut the whole tree, it can be charged for doing it. Maybe out there, I don't know. Out here, it's a little different because we're not a municipality. We're an unorganized township. And the province of Ontario we're under guidance from directly the province on a lot of different things. But it might be the same out there too, because it might be all covered under the similar type of ministries. But out here, it's a Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Natural Resources, MNRF, Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry, the Ontario Fire Marshal, because even our fire departments, they're just volunteer. We have a fire chief, but we don't set our fire ban regulations. Like we have no daytime burning from April, May. I can't remember what day. No daytime burning from one day in the spring until like October 31st or something like that. And that there's not set by our local fire departments here. That's all set by the province from the Ontario Fire Marshal. The same thing is like a fire ban, all out fire ban because of forest fires and stuff. It's all governed by the province because of the fact that we're not a municipality. Hydro cuts trees down here, bro. Right? Yeah, they cut them down here. I see it all the time. Yeah, they do top. Like my trees, are, because they're just under the hydro lines, they do top them. But I think they will only cut it down if it's in yes, there is trees that they don't cut. Like if there's a tree on a line or whatever, and it's not in danger of pulling that line down, they're not coming out and doing it. They're not coming out and doing it. There's trees on the lines all through the back roads here. If they came out to cut trees off of lines every time there was a tree on the line, they wouldn't get any. They'd have to hire like a crew just full time, just going along the back roads cutting trees off the lines and doing flyovers, because there's lots of areas where the lines go that there's no road access. And then there's even some of the areas where there is road access, there's no access to get one of their vehicles in, except for, and I've seen it. I've seen it here on the side of our highway, because we're up in the Canadian Shield, right? So there's all kinds of rock and swamp and everything. They got specialized equipment. They got these machines on. It looks like a big truck or whatever but it's got tracks. And it goes. You can drive up through the rocks, drive through the swamps, and some of the hydro lines, the hydro poles, they're mounted on top of a rock. Some of our roads have rocks right in them. You're driving along some of the back roads, and you see like a big pink strip in the road. It's a rock. But anyways, yeah. Oh, then we put that one up, yeah. But yeah, they do cut the trees down. But like I said, they only usually cut them down as if it's going to fall out into the road, or if it's already damaged their equipment, like damaged the line or whatever. But yeah, they do top them here. My trees, they do top them, and it makes them look ugly. I wish they just take the trees. I wish the trees would be not there. I would put in some kind of shrub or bush that doesn't get that high. Right? So anyways, we got to get out of here. They're pretty strict with trees in Newfoundland too. The only cut branches that are directly in the way. Yeah, that's kind of what they do here. Like if I were to call hydro to have them take the tree down, they probably would say no, because there's no risk of harm to anything. So they'll just let it sit. And the other thing is too, I know I read it right. Only, not lonely. Maybe the trees are lonely. Maybe that's why they leave the trees up, because they don't want the trees to get lonely, right? So anyways, we got to get out of here, folks. Time's ticking on, but oh geez, what? See that? I stick up for Ron. He changes the story. What do you mean I changed the story? They do cut the trees down here. I said they did. But they also, like, if the trees like just sitting on, like seriously, we've had people call and they won't take them down. It's unless it's like really pulling down on the line or anything, they won't touch it. But what are you talking about? I changed my story. What do you mean? I think Mikey's full of shit. Just kidding, bro. Just kidding. All right. So what do we got coming up here tonight on the network? Tonight is Sunday. Fun Day Sundays. We got Ashley Huffman coming up on the IWK 710 Daily Session at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So don't forget to tune into her. And then we'll be back for another episode tomorrow morning of Rise and Shine. It's Marijuana Time, your morning wake and bake show. We'll be back with episode 236 for the last day of June 30th, 2025. And let's see, how many more days is it to go to Kim's? I'm probably going to go up on the Thursday. So after tomorrow, we got the Thursday is the July 10th. So 10 days after tomorrow. So anyways, we're going to get on out of here now, and we'll have one last bong toke. So just as I always say as I close out, stay happy, stay healthy, but most importantly, folks, stay high. Cheers. A little cloudy in here. Sun's gonna pop out in a few minutes. All right. So, anyways, we'll see you tomorrow morning. So have a great day, folks. And Wayne says, much love, guys and gals. Right on. And Mikey says, have a great Sunday, everyone. Cheers. Don't work too hard, eh, Mikey? Today Mikey gets to hardly work. So, and he deserves it. I love you, Roddy Mac. Love you too, brother. Take care. And Aaron says, have a good rest of your day, guys. Great. All right. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you in the morning. And one last word before we go. Peace.
Woo-hoo-hoo!